Alright guys, this is one of the 9 Moss Tropical Breeze ceiling fans I got on Wednesday. This is probably one of the best of them all. It's definitely up there, if not the best. The motor is pretty weak on it, but it's the quietest anyway. And probably the nicest looking. I don't know, there's some that aren't clean yet. This is the only one with polished brass blade arms. That's why it got to go in my room. Plus it was one of the first ones to get cleaned up and oiled and actually working correctly. This is one of the only ones that actually started up and ran on its own in the flea market I pulled them all down from, because they were all just black with dirt. This particular fan, the blades were 100% black, the top of the fan was 100% black. There was probably over an inch of dirt on each side of the blade, and the whole fan was that way. The motor was pretty stiff, but it did turn on, and some 3-in-1 oil fixed it. Now it runs pretty good. So here is low, but I'm going to use medium to get it up to low speed, because like I said, weak motor. It would take it forever to do it on its own, probably like over 2 minutes. That's about low right there. It's about the speed it runs. I know it's supposed to go faster than that for sure, but this right here is as fast as it goes on low. Medium's like what I think low should be, and high is like what I think medium should be. But it's still plenty usable. Moves enough air for me. At times, it does get hot in here. Here's medium. I have the tassel for it. It would just hit people in the head with where it's installed at. It would feel pretty strange having strings go across your head every time you got up to go to the bathroom at night. This fan also belongs on double claw mounting with a bell canopy, and I have all that. I even have the mounting bracket for it. But I put it on ball and socket mounting to go with the short down rod I put on it, because I wouldn't have been able to put the bell canopy on with such a short down rod. There wouldn't have been any room to hook the fan onto the double claw mount, or get wires hooked up once it is hooked on. Like I said, I think this is what low should be, because this is how one of the other ones is. It definitely runs normal. It's like this, but then there's 2 others that run like this one does, so I don't know. Maybe there just happen to be one that runs better than all of them. And here's high. Doesn't take off anytime quick. It gets going though. I can feel some breeze from it. Not that much, but I can feel it. These fans are all 48-inch. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. This one did have the sideband on the motor when I got it, but upon cleaning it, it broke off because they were plastic, and all these fans' motors have gotten, I'm sure, just insanely hot, and it's completely destroyed that plastic, and I literally just kind of pushed on it to try and put it back up into place because it was kind of popped down a tiny bit, and the last little touch and it fell into 5 pieces, so it was going to happen either way. I did change the capacitor in this one and get it going a little bit faster. It did go even slower than this because the capacitor was leaking a little bit. But it's still good enough for me. The bearings are nice and quiet in this one at least. The other ones all have bearing issues. I think the fan looks really nice too. And we'll shut it off. These fans are all over 30 feet off the ground, so they are protected from anything touching them and scratching them all up and bending blades and stuff, so they all run in balance and look really good when they're clean. They just are weak and extremely worn out because most of them did run for probably about 25 years, like this one guaranteed did. It was only shut off 5 years ago when the roof over it collapsed, and somehow it didn't destroy the fan at all. It didn't even bend the blade on it. Although there is rust on the top of the blade arm, so you can tell it got a bit wet, but it didn't hurt it any. It's still a good fan, and good cleaning and oiling, and the thing turned out running great. Anyway, that's it for this video, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and there's lots more ceiling fan videos to come soon.